Hi, I'm Drew Kelley, and I have a question for you. Have you ever had to make a big decision? Ever have a big choice that required you to take a chance, to take a risk, where it didn't feel comfortable, or you knew you didn't know if it was the right move? It didn't resonate on paper, but you knew from your heart that if you did it and you said yes, that it was going to change your life. Have you ever not done it? Have you ever avoided and not taken the risk? I have, both. And how was that? And can you remember how that felt with what you might have missed out on? I'm going to talk about the something that I call the 3 R's: risk, resilience, and reward, and how they made an incredible impact on me. I have a personal story that was I was in my 20s, and I was working with Future Shop electronics store, and I was in sales, and I was doing very, very well. I ended up getting promoted to 4 different stores. I was running the Yonge and Dundas store in Toronto, and life was great. I was making a lot of money. I was learning a lot. There was a strong personal development culture inside the company, and I was doing very well. Um, Something happened. There was a day where I was coming home from a long day at work in Toronto. There was construction. Long and short, I ended up getting in a bad car accident, and fortunately, everything was okay. But it had a strong impact on me. It affected me. It jarred the way I think, and it made me think about what was important to me in life and the fragility of life, and maybe to make the most of it, and what could I do differently. So somehow I ended up having a conversation with an ex-girlfriend, a high school sweetheart that was from the UK. And I had heard some news about a working holiday opportunity for Canadians to go and live and work and study in the UK. And one thing led to another, and just like that, I was offered a big decision to quit my job, move to the UK, take an opportunity and a whole new world, the uncertainty, and embrace it. It was a tough one, and I did it. I said yes, and it was the best thing I had ever done, and it built the character and the foundation for me to really not worry or have fear about risk and what's possible. And it's created a foundation for me. So I'll tell you a little personal story. When I flew over there, I was able to. The reward started right away. It didn't take time. I took a train down to South France, and we with her family, and we went snowboarding and skiing. It was incredible, and that was one. What else happened? I got a heartbreak. She said she had a boyfriend. It didn't work out. What was I going to do? Was I going to go home and just it stopped there? I made too big of a decision when I was working at Future Shop to put too much on the line. So I decided to be resilient, take another risk. I found an apartment. I found a job I've never been a waiter before. I got another new experience. It wasn't great. I also had an opportunity. I remember being downtown London, and this was a big one. I went into the bookstore. I opened it up. A neuro-linguistic programming book was something that NLP, that's something we had learned at Future Shop about interpersonal communication. I had loved it. And so I read through it, and I saw on the back there was a 20-day training program, intensive training program in Bristol. So I decided to call the author, and this is another, taking a chance, and what could become of this? And I said, you have this 20-day program. How much is it? I'm interested in. I'm familiar with NLP. And he said, it's £5,500. And I said, I'm working in a restaurant right now. I'm prepared to quit the restaurant. I'll pay you. I have this idea. I'll pay you £500 and sell your program and promote your program if you give me permission to be a part of it. Well, he said yes. And it all began there. It was incredible. And so I quit my job. I moved to Bristol. I was amongst other psychologists and counselors and people well into their career. I learned so much. And then just it led to going into hypnotherapy. It led to meeting new groups, starting another job where I ended up meeting my future wife, the mother of my kids. Life brings opportunities when you take a risk, when you work through the tough, difficult times you'll be resilient, you'll be rewarded, reap the rewards. So I take this opportunity to take action. And really, the next time you have a chance where you have an opportunity given to you where it's a tough decision, it's a tough choice, take a risk. It's worth it. And know that you'll develop the resilience to get through it and reap the reward of a memorable experience and bringing fulfillment to your life. So I encourage you to do just that. Good luck, and thank you.